Hi, everyone. Depending on where you are right now, buenos dias, buenos tardes, or buenos noches. I hope that you are doing well at whatever time of day and whatever location you happen to be in. So, I have a little ramble that I'd like to go on for a second, or two, or three. And like all of my rambles, it is accompanied by a story. So, a couple days ago, I was doing some grocery shopping. And, I was in the checkout line, then doing my thing, and the guy at the end was sacking all my groceries. And I get done and I pay, and I'm getting ready to leave. And I go over there to grab my groceries, and the guy comes back over and starts handing them to me one by one. And I almost got a little bit annoyed at this because it would have been much swifter if I had just scooped them all up at once and headed out the door. But instead, he decided he wanted to help me. And the thing that got me is that I noticed that he wasn't just doing his job. He was really doing me a kindness. He wanted to help me. And I held my arms out and he put the groceries over my arms one by one and we kind of joked around and talked for a second. And then after I was loaded up, we said have a good day and we both walked away from each other with a smile. And I could have been like, "Hey man, I got this. I don't need your help." And then just scooped them and left and saved myself 10 whole seconds. But when I noticed that he was being kind, I let it happen. And as I was walking away, I started thinking about kindness and that the act of accepting kindness is often in itself a kindness. Because, if he'd have come over and he genuinely wanted to help me out, and if I'd have been like, hey man, no, I don't need your help, like, get out of my way kind of thing, then I mean, it probably would have put him off a bit, like he was coming over there to help and I didn't receive it. I didn't want it. And it's like I know it's a small thing, but if it might have made him not want to do that for people because like he went out of his way to help me out there and he didn't have to. And whenever people spurn your kindness or just like don't receive it, it makes you not want to do it. And I'm not saying that you should do kind things for people because you expect something in return. That's a whole different conversation. But whenever I was able to take a step back and receive it, it was good for both of us. It made him feel good to be able to help me, and I felt good because I let him, and it was a reciprocal thing. It was nice. And I can say from my own experiences that it sucks when people don't receive your kindness because I have gone way out of my way. I have inconvenienced myself to my own detriment at times to just do something nice for someone. And not because I expected anything back, but I've done that before and then I was told, "Nah, I don't need it. Nah, don't do that." Like, "Nah, it's like, whatever. Like, why'd you do that? I don't need it. Like, that was unnecessary. Like, blah blah blah, and it hurts. It does. Whenever you really want to do something for another person and it genuinely comes from your heart and then they just spurn it, it's like, "Oh, okay. Shoot. That sucks. Why keep doing nice things?" And, I mean, I'm not going to stop doing nice things because of that, and I hope nobody does, but it just got me thinking that sometimes we need to take a step back and let someone do something nice for us because they care. Like taking a compliment or something as simple as holding a door for another person. Oftentimes I've found that the reason people don't accept compliments or just those little acts of kindness is because they don't feel worthy themselves. I know that I've been at a karaoke bar before, and I'd sing, and I'm overly critical of myself about almost everything. And I stepped down and I was like, that could have been better. I could have sang better. I could have I heard all the spots where I wasn't up to snuff. And was someone once that was like, "Hey, that was really good," and I was like, "Nah, it wasn't. Not really." And and it's like that person's like, "Well, I guess I don't have good ears or something." They were truly trying to be nice to me and tell me like, "Hey, good job," and I I didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear it because all I could hear was where I was inadequate and screwing up. But if I'd have really looked at her, I would have known that she meant it. And she really did think I was singing good. And then we both would have walked away feeling better. But I turned that away, and I'm just like, you know. So yeah, and it's an act of patience and sincerity to do that, to accept those things. And it kind of ties into just being genuine, because I know that people often flatter and say things that they don't mean to try to get something from you. But if you really look at someone whenever they're saying that, if you can take a step back from yourself and actually look, you can tell if someone's being genuine or not. And there's this woman in my neighborhood that uh, doesn't like to wave. And almost everybody in the neighborhood's like a waving type person. You drive past them, you wave. You walk past their house, you wave, kind of thing. And every time I drive past her when in the neighborhood, I always wave. I'm like, and she just throws her hand up out of a sense of duty, or like she's supposed to, or something, Uh, but I can tell she doesn't want to. She doesn't give two craps about waving. And I would prefer if she flipped me off, Like that would be more genuine to her. Or if she just didn't wave at all. And so I had decided that after waving for months that like she doesn't like the waving. Why do I keep doing that? And so instead I was going to start sticking my tongue at her, making funny faces, just to like shake things up. And uh I was actually running through the neighborhood a couple days ago, and she was riding on her golf cart, and I did just that. As I was jogging, I like made like some goofy face, and then she waved, and like I couldn't tell what she was saying because I had my earbuds in, but that interaction was totally genuine. Like, and I don't know, it's things like that. I'd rather someone like flip me off and tell me to screw off than like feign sincerity. I like that is so disingenuous. I would prefer someone to like really lay it on me, whatever they have to say, whatever is true in their heart. So yeah, I guess yeah, I guess that's my little ramble for the evening. Give kindness, accept kindness, be honest with yourself, and be sincere. Uh, so yeah, I hope that the 5 people who watch this video get something out of this, and that you all have a blessed and beautiful evening. God bless you all. Take care.